Because when you are at a petrol station, me as a firefighter, once you are in an environment where you can sense that there is fuel here, you say you're already in the fire. So what that fire is only lacking is a spark which can occur in this cell phone. That's why you see those markings that no smoking. It's not for fun. Our brothers, at times when they go to top fuel in their tanks, they don't want to disembark from the motorcycle. That pipe where the fuel delivers the fuel to the tank, there is some bit of electricity there, and they call it static electricity. It can easily ignite that fume from the tank. Please leave that cycle free. Leave it with only the attendant of the pump. Now, at our homes, most of us have electricity, but the usage is a problem. Most of us, having passed the level of senior 4 and above, we no longer employ electricians to wire our homes. You feel I know it or I know physics. This is where the problem comes. Misuse or use of commune fuels. A commune fuel is simply untrained electricity. Is what can cause a fire. Or, like here, you have one socket, then you tilt all your energy consuming appliances to one socket. It is like me saying, all of you come on my shoulders, then I try to carry all of you. That is exactly what a cable of wire does. When you pile it with a lot of load, which is not supposed to bear, it will weaken and burn and cause a fire. Then, of course, we have a challenge. Once, even those houses like ours here, which is wired by a standard electrician, we rarely maintain it. Just like our bodies, unless you break it down, you can never go for body checkup when you're okay. That is our practice. So also electricity needs its service. So this should be done too. Then, of course, people always run for cheaper materials. That, why do I go for the other one? They call it England, should be what? Let me go for this one, which is made here. I'm not saying ours are substandard, but there are those which you can even feel and see that this cable cannot do the exams. So, what are we trying to say here? What should we do to try to at least make our homes free of fire outbreaks? One, let us become responsible people. You the mothers, when you get these girls from home, from the village, don't assume that they know everything. Take time and mentor them. Take them through those rehearsals. This is how you handle a call. This is how you handle this. These days, government is discouraging the use of charcoal. What do we have? We have now gas cookers. The gas cooker is very nice, but when handled carelessly, it's not only dangerous, but it can also be lethal. It can explode like a missile or a bomb. So you must take them through that. What am I saying? I will first talk about the gas cooker. A gas cooker, after use, should be closed. We close its tap. That tap should be closed. And it is the duty of the senior people to make sure that actually the tap is closed. Because if you close it partially, then the gas continues leaking in that kitchen. By the time even just introducing a spark from a switch is enough. It's enough to begin that fire. So once you enter that kitchen, you sense unusual odor or smell. Please don't touch anything in that house, be it a matchbox. Maybe you may try a torch, but our advice, before even engaging a torch, first ventilate and the house generally until that smell has gone away. That's when you can now introduce your matchbox or a lighter. About accidents. Accident, let us just be responsible people. These children of ours, when you are with them, they are very loyal. But the moment we leave them at home, what does this one call for? Most of us have limited or little time to stay with our children or our families. Most of the time we leave children staying alone. That's why, in my own view, this emergence of people we call Okadibom, these night commuters, is partly because of the negligence from us parents. Because very few people can account for their children. If you ask, where are your children now? Very few. You just leave them to either the house helps or just to nobody. Now, children, when you leave them unattended to, they begin venturing in everything. They want to try what you have been trying to do. And in that course, they end up at times causing these fires. Then the way we keep these items which can cause fire, let us keep them away where they cannot reach them. For you, I know some of you may have vehicles. A motorcycle is a vehicle. When you have a challenge of brakes, take your motorcycle to a gazetted garage so that it can be fixed well. Otherwise, most of the motor vehicle accidents, especially on big trucks rarely get fire outbreaks. But most of their challenges come, if you follow history, that vehicle could have just left the garage. Then they tried it on the long road. So when the brakes are poorly adjusted or worked by inexperienced mechanic, they are born to be the life. But